He was really good with film and his understanding of the game, his desire to learn more, the intricacies of the game. But then I think the big thing with Iggy was when you just saw it on the court, his competitive desire to be good and to want to win, to dominate his position.
How competitive was that? I guess at the time you were involved. I know Florida was involved a little.
Yeah, I think there was 3 schools involved at the end, and we had a great official visit, and I think he took one more visit after us and decided that the Wolverines were where he wanted to call home, and we're really, really happy that happened. Yes, thank you, Ethan.
Nick Stauskas kind of had a little something to do with that, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yes.
Those Canadians stick together, don't they?
They did. He had a heck of a career, and obviously, Nick helped out in that one for sure.
Yeah. As a defensive coach, what do you respect about the way that Florida plays defense?
Well, I mean, the 13th in the country for a reason. It's because they're able to switch defenses. They have length. They play really hard. They're well coached. They have a great scheme that complements all of their the individual talents of their players, and they really are a connected unit defensively. So I think at this point in the year, that's where you want to be, and their staff has done a great job getting them to that point.
Did you watch any Montana film? Did you have time to do that?
From our game?
From your game?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Your thoughts on how you guys played defensively overall?
Well, I think the main thing is, they shot 40% from 2.
Yeah.
Now, coming into the game, they were the 7th highest shooting team in the country.
Right.
From 2, I think they were at 52%. So to hold them to 55 points, 40% from 2, we had a 90% contest rate.
Yeah.
So our guys were locked in entirely toward the 2 days leading up to that, the game plan and how we wanted to guard and what was important to guard. We didn't foul. We did a great job forcing them into contested 2s, and X just did an amazing job on Rory, number 14. He was outstanding, and X really dictated the entire game on both ends of the floor. And then Charles did a great job on really athletic, tough guy to guard, and O'Guen.
Right.
So, those 2 guys didn't hurt us, and they resorted into kind of where we thought that they would attack us with the 5-man and trying to drive John, and John did a good job, and he held his own, and we really did a solid job from start to finish, really, in taking away the 3-ball as well as guarding the drive, which is really hard to do, and not foul. So you put all that together, Chris, really proud of our guys. They played well, and they did what they needed to do to win. And to stop a good Montana team that was averaging 77 points a game.
Yeah, Coach Beeline did say that Xavier was a little hard on himself at halftime. Just talk about, though, the way that he doesn't allow, if he turns the ball over, that to affect his defense.
That's the great thing about X is he's got that grit and resiliency that if you do make a mistake on one end of the floor, which doesn't happen very often, he's going to try to get it back on the other end, and it kind of works both ways. If his guy scores on him, which is rarely happens, he's going to go back at the other end and make sure that we get a good shot, and that if there's an opportunity, he's going to go right back at his guy, and vice versa. That he was upset about the 4 turnovers for sure, but for X, there's never a dip. There's almost this warrior-like resolve that says I'm going to get it back and make myself feel good about my last mistake by making this next guy miss a shot.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
How much do you look forward to, I guess, defensive handling as this is good?
I think you look forward to any game at this time of year in March is great, but you have 2 really good defensive teams that are playing pretty well right now, and I'm watch Florida on film more on offense than defense, but studying their defensive numbers and what they do well. It's just a team that's really well coached, and they have really talented players, and they're a really connected group right now on the floor in terms of their transition defense, their ball screen coverage, all of those things. So I'm looking forward to it, as I am at any game. but I hope that the better defensive team is wearing the amazing blue tomorrow night.
So I guess is that maybe a greater joy for you to see, to I guess test your defensive principles against another?
Well, I think our offense is going to have a specific way we want to attack them. Obviously, my concern, just looking at this game is really focusing on what Florida is doing offensively, and they're good offensively. They shoot the three well, and they average 25 three-point attempts a game. So you get 10 of those to go in, it could be a long night for us. So we've got to do a great job of taking away threes, and then they also are great at getting to the rim. It's that time of year where each team's going to pose some really good, really big problems for you defensively, because all these teams, there's 32 left, and they're all good. So you have to be kind of, I talk to our guys all the time about being chameleons. You have to be able to take on different persona each game and have a different mindset within your individual matchup and what your role is within our team scheme. And I think our players have done a really good job of that, of navigating that throughout the Big Ten season, and then hopefully a deep run here.
90% contest rate, was that a high for the year? Had to be up there, right?
Yeah, it was one of the top four. I think we had a 92. Yes, it was probably third. I think we had a 92 and a 90, and then another, and then the one last night. So it's really good.
How much does a healthier Charles